Hey there, it's Rita Black from Smoke Free 123, and I have a smoke free tip for you today. And today's tip is more of a cautionary tale or a word of caution for you if you or someone you love is considering stopping smoking by using an e-cigarette or vaping, like with a Juul or a Soren or some sort of vaping device. I just want to weigh in on that and give you a different perspective and sort of give you a warning too. You really do not want to use vaping or e-cigarettes to stop smoking. And here's why. Just so you know, I am a clinical hypnotherapist, a smoking cessation specialist, and I'm a former pack and a half a day smoker. So I smoked a ton in my day, but I have helped over 10,000 people stop smoking. And in recent years, so I see a lot of people. I see a ton of people in my clinical practice. And so I hear what's going on. And people are coming into me with these vaping habits that are incredibly like they're vaping way more than they used to smoke. And I want to explain why this happens. And, there are innocent people who are just like, I'm just trying to quit smoking. And somebody said, hey, use a vape or you use an e-cigarette. It will be easier and then you'll stop. And the marketing on these products has been amazing. They've done a really good job to make you think they're healthier for you and you can stop smoking. It's your way to stop smoking. But, remember back, well, you probably don't because you're probably younger than me. And I even wasn't alive in the 50s. But anyway, back in the day, the marketing used to be like it was safe to smoke cigarettes. In fact, you could smoke in your pregnancy. It was good for your pregnancy, or it was good for your voice. The marketing on. So I listened to the marketing on the vape and the e-cigarettes, and I just think, wow, these guys are brilliant because they're really roping people in. And okay, so let me get to why you don't want to be doing this, but let me just say that you really want to listen with a cautionary, like you want to listen to that marketing and you want to listen to the people who are like handing you a vape or an e-cigarette and saying, try this, it will help you stop. You want to really think twice about this. And this is why. So up until you started smoking, you lived in a non-smoking brain, right? Like your brain wasn't wired for smoking at all. And then you started smoking and you started training your brain to expect cigarettes at certain times and places over the course of your day. So maybe right now, if you're smoking a pack a day, you wake up and you smoke a couple of cigarettes in the morning, and then you get in your car, maybe you smoke in your car on the way to work. And then but at work, you can't really smoke at work, right? So you might have to go a couple of hours without smoking because it's just really not an option. You're busy, you're in meetings, you see people, or you are indoors with family or friends and it's just not cool to smoke. And so you don't want to smell, all of that stuff, right? So there are many reasons. And in our mind, when smoking is not an option, our mind doesn't bug us for it. So you could go for an hour or two if you really knew it wasn't an option. And I have many smokers who come in and they'll say, why is it that I can go for a day or two if like I'm on vacation with non-smokers, or if it's absolutely not an option to smoke, I'm okay. I'm not physically feeling the withdrawal. And it's true. It's like the physical withdrawal from nicotine really isn't that big of a deal. Much more the mental agitation. This is where the craziness about smoking or using e-cigarettes and vaping comes in. So you might occasionally, like you might be smoking 20 a day, but in between those 20, there's lapses and periods of time where it's really not an option. And, you go to sleep at night and you don't smoke and you're withdrawing from nicotine. Okay. So now in comes e-cigarettes or vaping. So the distinction between these two is like, one, of course, there's way more nicotine in these, especially these new, vaping devices like called the Juul or the Soren or, there's a new one called the Nova. I hear about these through the grapevine, through my clients. And, I have clients coming in and just saying, oh my gosh, I used to smoke a half a pack of cigarettes a day. And now I'm waking up and puffing on this thing all day long. I'm thinking about it. I get young kids in here talking to me about like they're sneaking away out of their class to go vape in the bathroom and go, even in the middle of their SAT, they're going to vape. And it's because their brain has become obsessed, because the part of your brain that drives your smoking, the majority of what drives your smoking is mental and not physical. So what happens is when you start using an e-cigarette or a vape, because you can smoke it inside, because you can mask the smell, within a second or two, the scent of the e-cigarette or the vape, dissipates. And so kids can smoke in their rooms, or they can smoke at school, or you can smoke at the office. I had this very, brilliant architect come to see me, and she was like saying, I'm such a smart person, and I can't believe I started using this thing, and now everybody in my office is doing it, and we're all like vaping fiends, and productivity in the office has gone down. I mean, like, this is an epidemic, folks. So what happens is, because your brain expects that you can smoke that thing all the time, like, oh, here it is on my desk, let me pick it up and smoke. It's always bugging you for it. It's always distracting you. It's always there like a little monkey on your back saying, smoke, 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 puff, puff, or you vape, 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 puff, puff, puff. And so so instead of, these lapses of time where smoking isn't an option, you're now thinking about it all the time. And people are now waking up in the middle of the night to vape, and it's insane. So this is why, I care about you, and I want you to become a non-smoker. So it might seem like kind of crazy for me to say, well, you should just keep smoking and not vape, but just become a non-smoker. The vaping, the e-cigarettes, you don't want to be getting into that stuff, because here's the thing: becoming a non-smoker is not about deprivation. It is about transformation. And the whole lure of this is like, oh, you won't feel deprived because you'll have this other thing you're sucking on. Well, wouldn't you rather be free altogether? Really, ultimately, at the end of the day, I know you want to be healthier, and that's important, but the most important thing to your mind is your freedom. So just keep that in mind. And definitely, if you want more information, like if you want more tools or tricks or tips from me, I know everything there is to know about stopping smoking. Ask me a question below, and sign up for my free 3 steps to stop smoking permanently video. It's a super awesome video. It will really get into the mental aspects of stopping smoking and how you can remove those mental roadblocks. Okay? Have a great day, and I believe in you. I know you can become a non-smoker. And let us know about your success, okay? Let us know here. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.